Hello, everyone. It's your girl Melody. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Hub Podcast Series, brought to you by Say What with the courtesy of Swedish Embassy in Zimbabwe.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode, guys. So today, a very special guest. Our topic today is sexual harassment in tertiary schools. So today we are going to be focusing on lecturers. I'll leave the podium to the guest to introduce herself.
Hello everyone, Makadi. My name is Dr. Jean Mandeo. I work at Women's University in Africa. Gender studies and community development. And I also work with young people. I like working with young people. I've worked for NGOs before, Zimbabwe Women's Resource Center Network, where we dealt with information on all topics that gender, sexual harassment,
mazvinzwira ndizvo zvawo saka nhasi tichanzwa vachatisevera naika. So without wasting much of our time, we're just gonna jump straight into it. So Doctor, what is it that you understand by sexual harassment, the term sexual harassment in brief?
Okay. Sexual harassment is unwelcome advances of a sexual nature. Right? Mm-hmm. Comments that are made that are of a sexual nature, suggestive comments, where somebody comments about your body or the way you're dressed, or something that is just unwelcome, that is of a sexual nature. Briefly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so what can you tell the people about the common types of sexual harassment? What are the common types of sexual harassment?
Okay, there is physical sexual harassment, when somebody touches you, pats you, when somebody comments on when somebody just touches you where they're supposed to touch, right? Okay. Then there's non-verbal sexual harassment, where somebody just stares at you. Like I've noticed when I'm town, right? Mm-hmm. Where somebody can also send you my text messages, right? Okay. My emails. Mm-hmm. That's non-verbal sexual harassment.
Okay.
Yeah. It's also linked to cyberbullying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then there is verbal, where somebody comments. Oh, mono you try say mafekiro akaita. I don't know the language achoka. But anzi try say mafekiro akaita mono.
Okay.
Try say mono muskano akabati.
Chibora.
Yeah, that language.
Okay.
Mono yakuzvifambira zvake. Akapfeka bhutsu zake zakanaka, and somebody just comments, makes nasty comments. Or you are driving. And somebody, especially men, and these, and they just say, that's a woman.
Oh, yeah.
Or you're driving with your daughter by the side, and then they start making funny comments of a sexual nature towards your daughter or towards a young girl that you are with.
Okay.
Yeah, briefly. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want.
Okay, then there's other types of harassment as well.
Okay.
Right? That can occur in the institution. There's verbal, there's physical, there's non-verbal. Yeah. There's psychological, that affects the mind, where somebody makes nasty comments on you, and then that affects you psychologically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, those are the common types of sexual harassment.
Common types of sexual harassment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now focusing on tertiary institutions, you as a lecturer, can you say that sexual harassment is something that is really happening in tertiary institutions? Because my students, streets.
Sexual harassment is a common problem. Worldwide, in institutions, everywhere you go, there's sexual harassment. It's in all the institutions, right? And we've got several institutions. We've got the family, we've got the schools, education, the workplace, etc. So it's there. In the universities, in the tertiary institutions, yes, it is there. But you find the main perpetrators are lecturers, male lecturers.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Students also harass lecturers. So it's two ways. Yes, you can get a lecturer approaching a student. They'll hand out an assignment, assignments in class, right? And then they'll withhold certain assignments. What's it was on Donda? Was Zoyaku office kwangu. Earning an intention already.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And then there are some students who will get very low marks, and a lecturer will probably say, okay, if you want to score highly, come and visit me.
So that's a tie for a mark.
Tie for a mark or sexually transmitted marks.
Oh.
Yeah, that's another term that is also your sexually transmitted marks.
STM.
Chinyoan, yeah.
Ziva.
Ziva.
Yeah, so that is there, yes. There is also students, right? You know, we are having hardships in our country.
Sure.
And students go to college without enough money sometimes, right? And accommodation is a problem for many students, right? So you find not just lecturers, but even non-academic staff will also offer students food or accommodation in exchange for sex. So that's exploitation.
Okay, so I heard you saying that also lecturers are victims of sexual harassment, right? So I want to understand, like, how does this happen when you say Kuti lecturer is now becoming a victim of sexual harassment?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We've had male lecturers complaining. One, the way students dress.
Okay.
The way they come to class dressed, right? Vanengafika hembe is really revealing.
You could tangira pa yakagumi.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Class. And then once mumwe yakagara akaisa even heavy makeup in class. I had one in my class, a girl. She came to class dressed in a short dress, and she sat and she took a lotion and started applying a lotion in class. Now imagine you're doing that to a male lecturer. Yeah. So the way the students dress, and then I remember some incidences. One lecturer who shared with us an event kanzi assignments supposed to be submitted on when they are due. Right?
Yes,
but some students want to submit them at the end of the day or not during the working hours.
So that they get time with the lecturers.
So there was one who approached the lecturer and called the lecturer and said, say I can bring them assignment to wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
Wherever you are. So students can also harass lecturers. But mainly it's female students who are harassed. Yeah.
By the lecturers.
By the lecturers, yeah.
So you guys mazinzira in those schools, guys, askana mchema kapeka zinu zigwishu chikuto ngebandi like but not tangile mabuno but no gumira. You're also harassing my lecturers. So lecturers are also victims. Let's not walk konzo kuti nyeperana kuti my students are the only ones facing sexual harassment. But chero my lecturers vacho guys, they are also facing sexual harassment.
Saka sexual harassment ziriko educated kuma tertiary institutions. So doctor, what is it that is being done in tertiary institutions maybe kubatsira these issues sexual harassment tikutoti zviriko ma lecturers akutofesa ma victims and it uyezve ma students ma victims, so pane zviri kuitwa ere zvamunoti inini ndinofunga kuti izvi zviri kuitwa ndakambona izvi zvichiitwa kuma tertiary institution kana kuti ingori nyaya iri itoriko tongozoti sexual harassment ingoriko hapana zviri kuitika. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, okay. I think in many tertiary institutions, there are courses that are there on gender issues, right? Where we have topics like gender-based violence, because sexual harassment is a topic that falls under gender-based violence, right? Sexual exploitation, abuse, etc. So we have, like at our institution, we have courses on gender-based violence. We have introductory course. Every student who is in first year has to do introduction to gender studies, where we discuss all these issues, right? And then at orientation, I think in most all institutions, we talk about sexual harassment, where we tell the students what sexual harassment is, the effects of sexual harassment, what to look out for when a student is being sexually harassed, where to go when you're being sexually harassed.
Okay.
So we talk about these issues. And we also have the legal framework in Zimbabwe, right?
Yes.
Where we discuss the Gender-Based Violence Act, because sexual harassment, it's two ways.
It's two ways. Yeah.
Both men and women can be harassed.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So we also discuss the legal framework. If this happens to you, what do you do? What does the law say? What does the Gender-Based Violence Act say?
Okay.
Right? We also advise our students that there are organizations, right, that will handle your issue. Right?
The likes of Say What.
Yeah, the likes of Say What?
Yeah.
That's a very good organization. I'm glad you're working with the youth, because we have other women's organizations as well. But they look at women in general, but you are looking at the young ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
feel free to also talk to you because you're young, right?
Yeah.
We have Zimbabwe Women's Lawyers Association. We have the Zimbabwe Gender Commission. So we tell the students, go to such organization, Female Student Support Trust.
Okay.
We tell the students, go to such organizations and tell them your issues,
Tell
right?
your problem.
We also have policies in the institutions.
Okay.
Yeah. Where when we're discussing it orientation, okay, when you are harassed, when you feel like you've been sexually harassed and you're not happy, right? You approach their structures that you should follow in the university, right? Go to your coordinator, go to your faculty, go to your coordinator. If you're not happy, then go to the different offices. And then there's a policy that we make them aware of. We tell them, this policy says this, this policy says this. You get redress. Your issue will be addressed. If you're not happy, then we find other ways of handling that issue. But we also got policies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So guys, mazinzwira. In schools, we have regulations that guide us. They also talk about this issue of sexual harassment. They talk about the violence in kunyaya gender. And she said, muzvikoro vari kudzidziswa about gender. I think this is something that has to be applied muzvikoro zvizhinji. Even ku high school, people have to be taught about that, so that pavanozobuda kunzoku, they know what they're going to face. And kana munhu waharaswa, they have somewhere to refer you to kwekuti unonobatsirwa. Like she said, kune organizations akawanda nobatsira vana on these cases of sexual harassment. So guys, we are from Say What. We are here for you. And thank you very much, Dr. Jean, for joining us today and elaborating kuti sexual harassment itoriko kuma tertiary. And also lecturers are victims of sexual harassment. So until we meet again next time, guys, don't forget to go pa page redu. You just like, you subscribe. Maizia. And don't forget, could we have a toll-free number? Iripo for you guys, 577. Any challenge wasangana nayo, anything related to sexual harassment, wakafona, and then we will come to your help. Until we meet again next time, bye bye.